Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Do check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Aries, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies, and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It is greatly appreciated. You have the Page of Wands. Pisces just got this as their overall energy. You also have the Ten of Pentacles. This can be a long-term relationship. It could be family, long-term stability, maybe looking at that for yourself. You have the Four of Swords crossing that, a break, rest, a pause. It could even be healing from something. You have the Ace of Swords in the foundation, truth, clarity, cutting something out. So far, what this looks like to me is breaking through old patterns to have something that's sustainable. In the past, you have the Death card, an ending, Scorpio energy. You have the Five of Swords on your mind, which is interesting because you have the Four of Swords and you have the Ace of Swords, 4 plus 1, 5, Five of Swords on your mind. So the Five of Swords can represent a lack of trust. It could represent miscommunication. It could represent really harsh energy. It could also be doing something for oneself at all costs. Maybe you feel this way about other people, or maybe you're behaving this way towards other people. Now, if this is you behaving this way towards other people, it's kind of like telling people to F off. You're going to do what you have to do to attain this Ten of Pentacles. You have the Nine of Swords as your outcome. Lots of swords energy, so this is definitely something that's either going on in your mind. Maybe you have a lot of air in your chart. Pisces. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra could be Pisces. Let's see. Page of Wands. Saying what you need to say. You have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You have the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. There's some sort of communication here. For some, I want to say it's a family member, is what it feels like. Now, if it's not a family member, this could be about finances because of the Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. This is something long-term. You have the Eight of Pentacles, which can be work. I feel like there are certain things of the past you are not putting your energy into because you're trying to be stable for yourself. So this could have to do with what makes me feel mentally secure, mentally stable. There's certain things that I feel like you're letting go of and maybe even healing from. You have the Devil, Capricorn, Taurus. Definitely could be dealing with an earth sign or have that in your chart. And the Eight of Wands. This could have been a toxic relationship. There could have been toxic ties to something that you felt was the honest truth. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the Hierophant can represent your beliefs, religion, morals. It could also represent a company too. Movement with the Eight of Wands, communication. Let's see what else comes out. There could be maybe someone from the past coming back around with all these retrogrades. Why the Ten of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and the Sun, Leo energy. And the Chariot. You're moving towards something here that's much more fulfilling, that brings in clarity or that brings in happiness. For some of you, it can be a move with the Chariot card being here. Fool, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. This is investing time and energy into a connection that is long-term. I don't know how else to put this. What is this Four of Swords, sorry. This can have to do with a home environment too. Page of Cups, Temperance, and the Two of Swords. Six of Swords. For some of you, this is somebody here, this is returning to the past, maybe for an apology, communication, a sweet message, or an apology. This is about patience. And Two of Swords is stuck at a crossroads. For some of you, you've been waiting for maybe an apology or maybe to heal from a particular situation. Definitely a guard up here. For some of you, it's tired of dealing with a particular person or people and not doing that anymore. So 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the King of Cups. Wow. Emperor at the bottom of the deck, Aries. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with all this water energy. So there might be some sort of emotions that are revealed here, or there is clarity in regards to what it is that you want, what emotionally fulfills you, what brings you this happiness, maybe what brings in emotional stability, right? And we were talking about mental stability. I feel like the foundation is somebody coming in here, and it's an equal give and take. Let's see what else. Look at this Death card in the past. Magician, Devil, and the Hierophant. Wow. Two of Pentacles. For some of you, things were just up in the air between you and another individual. Could have been something toxic. It could have been manipulative. There could have been lies. For some of you, it's a foundation, like kind of how you grew up, a foundation that you had that does not serve you any longer. And the Death card is transforming from that, ending that particular cycle. What is the Five of Swords? I feel like this is a similar message coming in for everyone. Eight of Swords, Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Two of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Taking back control is what you're doing. Do you notice this card right here? It looks like she kind of took back her swords, although she does not look very pleasant, to regain stability. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Why is this in the outcome? Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. Judgment. I think there's still, the worry here is there's this passion, this desire. Maybe you are moving towards what you want, but deep down inside, the feminine energy within you, whether you're masculine or feminine, does not feel secure. I also feel like with this Fool card is wanting to take a leap of faith, wanting to take a risk, but there's something, it could be about money with the Queen of Pentacles. It could just be about security. Strength, the Eight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like this is working on a new beginning here. I'm not sure what the new beginning is. There might be some sort of attachment that feels difficult to let go of. Judgment, Tower, and the Lovers. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, that's you. Ace of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. For some of you, it's it's turning a connection from something that was passionate to something that's much more secure. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the High Priestess. You're running away from something here, Aries. For some of you, you use, how do I say, it's not that you use passion instead of emotions. It's almost like entering into a connection or just a relationship with other people, being passionate. And passion doesn't have to only be like that type of intimacy. It could just be like, yes, this is a great time type of deal. But it kind of masks the fact that you don't want to open up your heart. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm sure you do want to open up your heart, but sometimes it's kind of difficult to distinguish that passion from what love really is. Others of you, with the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, you're very attractive. You can give a lot of love here, and you might have a lot of suitors. However, it's difficult to decipher who's real and who's not, who has your best interest. You have the Five of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Maybe there's been a lot of conflict. Maybe you're not dealing with anybody who you suspect. I don't even think it's that you know for a fact, but it's like you get a little whiff of this person is going to hurt you. No more. For some of you, it's somebody coming back around. And if it's not somebody coming back around, it could just be a situation that seems very similar to something of the past. And you have boundaries now. You have a different outlook. Anything else? Wheel, Justice, Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. You know, Aries, I feel like I'm just being repetitive at this point because it's really saying the same thing over and over. So basically, you've learned to put up boundaries because of a particular person or people. It could have been just repetitive things, and you're starting to see things for what they really are and really not taking it anymore. Being really true to you. Let's take a look at what your oracle is. So you have perception. Yo, if this card comes out one more time, passion. This has been coming out for everybody. That's following your heart. That's just being you. Being you, yes. Being authentically you is basically what it is. And that's what shines. That's what people enjoy. That's what people like. Obviously, you being you, you're being in that frequency of you. You're going to attract what is you. So we can say, oh, but I don't like the way that I am. And if we're in that vibration, that's what we're attracting. So you get similar energies. Oh, but I really want to change this. I don't like this. But if there is, like, if you're not setting your mind to what it is that you want, let's say, oh, I want to be, I don't know, a kinder person, but you're not a kinder person. I want to be it, but you keep attracting people who are not kind as well. And for some of you, it's actually attracting people who are too kind, and that not being kind comes out. Does that make sense? And if it's something that you don't like, clearly that's not matching up with your inner being, because when we get that feeling of contrast, like, oh, I don't like this, it's because it's not matching up with who you are. So to match up with who you are, it's almost kind of like a mind game. As messed up as that sounds, it's like a mind game. It's training your brain to what you want. So keep believing it, and it takes practice. It takes a while sometimes, right? Because it's hard to rewire your brain. Let's see. I was just saying this to Pisces. Perception. The heart knows what the eyes cannot see. And it says, a young princess wanders into her untended garden. As she claws through the decaying overgrowth, she finds a brilliant emerald stone. The stone speaks and tells the princess to open an old wooden door. She enters a dark corridor, and the door slams shut. You had the death card, right? That's what it's kind of seeming like to me. Afraid, she moves forward until her hand falls upon another door. It opens to reveal the same garden she left behind. Only now, it's beautiful, filled with flowers, butterflies, and birds. It is magnificent and familiar. Often our journey brings us full circle, leaving us to wonder why things happen. Emerald Stone teaches us to follow through on whatever is before us. Going back is not an option. And Aries, I know that you know this. Basically, the reading says that. What in my life needs tending? How good will I allow myself to feel? And that is how you enter into a different vibration. How good are you allowed to feel. That you're allowing yourself, oh, I can't feel good because of certain circumstances. In the midst of those circumstances. That's the point. It's not about waiting for the situation to change. I know easier said than done, okay? Preaching to the choir here. But it's a little bit easier. Again, I was saying this to Pisces. It's a little bit easier when we just appreciate smaller things. I don't know, do something that makes you feel happy. Well, it makes me feel happy to punch somebody in the face. No! Listen, we're grown people. We're grown people. We should already know this. We already know what's right and wrong. I mean, even a child. You're going to ask a child, is it right to punch that little boy in the face? Child's going to be like, no. You don't need to tell the child. They know already. It's already ingrained, right? Good and bad is already ingrained in us. And it's a little bit not set in stone. How do I say this? Because everyone is different. Everyone is unique. And to them, I'm going to go on a whole circle talking about this. So let me continue. The keywords are transformation in the heart, change in perception, the unknown, promise of a richer experience, beauty, open-heartedness, and appreciation. I feel like there's something transformative here, Aries. These are repetitive messages. I should really just do collectives instead. And so the passion card talks about a princess who her passion is to serve others. And her family is like, nah, you can't serve others. You're royalty. They need to serve you. And she's like, no, but I like to do this. It makes me feel happy. And in the end, the townspeople vote for her to rule over them because she's very kind. She's being authentically her. And Aries, you're the first sign of the zodiac. So you are kind of like, you're this leader. You're the ones that take the risk. You're the ones that want to experience life. So when you're holding back because of so and so, you're diminishing your light. You're dimming it. You're not being you. And sometimes we feel like, oh, I feel so unhappy. Well, what are we doing to make ourselves happy in a healthy way? Okay, in a healthy way. Sometimes we think we're making ourselves happy, but it's really just a form of escaping from the present moment. And I'm not saying whether that's a good or a bad thing, because for some people, it's a good thing. But when it's what we rely on, when we become codependent to it, like I can only be happy if I do this, then that's where the illness or the disease, you get what I'm saying? There's this unhealthy attachment because you get what I'm saying. Aries, I'm going to leave it there. If you resonated with the reading, let me know down in the comments down below. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.